It's time now to go around the country, get the latest recruiting intel. You will hear from national recruiting analysts Tom Loy, Trieu, and our own Blair Angulo. Here is Tom to start off the recruiting roundup.
Thanks, Emily. The first prospect I want to talk about is Greensboro, North Carolina, Grimsley High, top 100 defensive lineman Bryce Davis. The 6'3", 245-pounder who is ranked number 64 overall in the class of 2025 by 24/7 Sports has long been considered a Georgia lean. Well, it seems things have changed over the past few weeks as Clemson has been trending on the 24/7 Sports crystal ball. The other team in contention seems to be the Duke Blue Devils. However, when it comes down to making a best guess at where the elite defensive standout is going to land, all signs point towards the Tigers and Death Valley. If Clemson can secure his commitment on July 20th, which is Davis's scheduled commitment date, it would be a huge pickup for head coach Dabo Swinney and his staff. They've been relentless in their pursuit of Davis, and the Tigers could use a big victory on the recruiting trail. The other prospects I wanted to talk about is Hitchcock, Texas High School top 247 receiver Kelshaun Johnson. The 5'11", 160-pounder from the 2025 class is set to announce his commitment live on the 24/7 Sports YouTube channel on Tuesday, July 16th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So, where's he going to end up? The finalists include Texas, Texas A&M, Arkansas, USC, and Texas Tech. The 24/7 Sports crystal ball is clearly pointing in one direction, the Aggies. My pick as well is on head coach Mike Elko and his staff. Since day one, the staff has made Johnson a top priority, and they made a great impression during his June official visit to College Station. Now, obviously, with 24 hours left to go, anything is possible in recruiting, especially in this day and age. But I do like the Aggies to get that one done, and it would be a huge pickup for Mike Elko. Now let's head to the Midwest and hear how things are going for Trieu.
Thanks, Tom. The pool of Midwest blue chippers in the 2025 class who remain uncommitted continues to shrink, and it's going to shrink even further in the coming weeks. It will shrink by one by the end of this week, as Shaker Heights, Ohio safety Trey McNutt, a five-star prospect, is set to announce his commitment on Friday. He's considered several schools, including USC and Ohio State, but right now, signs are pointing towards the Oregon Ducks, who got his last official visit in June. I do believe that even if he doesn't choose their schools, USC, Ohio State, and plenty of other programs like Florida will continue to recruit McNutt following the announcement. So we will wait to see what happens on Friday, but signs are pointing towards another top recruit headed out to Eugene. I also expect five-star offensive tackle Andrew Babalola to set a commitment date soon, and I expect him to announce before the end of summer, possibly before the end of this month. As we've said before, it continues to be Michigan and Stanford battling it out, with schools like Oklahoma still on the periphery. Word is the Wolverines have certainly closed the gap after Stanford appeared to turn the tide towards them during his official visit. It's a tight two-horse race between those schools right now, and I don't believe we will have to wait too much longer to find out when Andrew Babalola will announce his commitment, and I believe that that date will be somewhat in the near future as well. Back to you, Blair.
Thanks, Alan. It is decision week for Derek Meadows, the five-star wide receiver from Bishop Gorman in Las Vegas, was all set to reveal his college choice this past Saturday until he wasn't. He ends up delaying it to July 18th, which is this coming Saturday. He is considering Alabama, Georgia, LSU, Notre Dame, and there's another school in there. But by the way, it's only LSU and Notre Dame right now. This is a process that has really dwindled down to those two schools. It was looking like the buzz was with the Tigers in the final hours down the stretch, but Derek Meadows right now is really deciding between those two schools. It seems to be going back and forth. He wasn't ready to reveal his choice, but he will be making a decision this coming weekend. And speaking of the Irish, who have seemed to have gotten a lot of the attention there, Madden Faraimo is another prospect that is high on the list for them. He's also considering Texas and Oklahoma and USC and Ohio State, a number of other programs. in the mix there for Madden Faraimo, who told me this past weekend that he's hoping to make his decision by the end of the month, possibly in early August, as he really kind of dwindles things down. He wants to go through the summer school visits and everything that's kind of happening with his own process academically. So Madden Faraimo also set to reveal his college choice coming up soon.
Thank you, everyone. We have the best recruiting team there is, so make sure that you are checking out all of their great work at 247sports.com. You've got VIP info, recruiting rankings, and exclusive coverage of the College Football 25 video game. You can find it all at 247sports.com.